tea time here. I've got a brand new series for you guys. It's a building series. I'm basically going to be building starter homes, so a very restricted budget, as you might know, but also restricted packs. So this first one I'm building today is a base game only build, which, yep, it turned out to be quite hard. I think you'll see at points I keep picking up other items. I think I grabbed the seasons windows at one point, and I'm like, this is perfect, and then I realized what I've done and I change it. Yeah, it's hard. I find there's a real restriction to colors in base game. It's either painfully bright but mismatched, or it's all brown. So I've gone with a fairly natural sort of theme, I think, in the end, because I thought that looked the most sophisticated. Look, I wanted it to look nice as much as I could, and I wanted it to be usable. So I actually get a bookshelf, a TV, full kitchen, bathroom, double bed, so you can use this house for a single sim or a couple quite easily, and there's plenty of room to add on extra rooms if you have kids. It's just a cute little quaint house. As you can see, I've taken a while to do the colours for the house. As usual, I'm so picky. Here I am trying windows. This also takes me a while to get, I guess, how I want the house to look and the layout of it. Like I said, I wanted it to be useful, but also a little bit nicer to look at. I struggle so much with starter homes. I'm doing this partly as a bit of a challenge myself series, seeing as I'm just so awful at making starter homes. And the real trick I've discovered is just to make them really small and cope with that size that you've picked. Just cope with it. Just deal with it, and try and squish those things in, because then you actually get the items, and you'll see as I go on, I actually update a few of the items. I change it from like real base counters in the kitchen and the bathroom to something much nicer. I think the modern ones in white and other colors, just because I wanted it to look cleaner. And those starter counters, it just makes me sad. It just makes me sad to look at them, I think. And I just didn't want that. I wanted this to be something that you guys might want to use, or that I don't know, I might want to use in the future, rather than one that just reminded me of the base game starter homes that actually come in Willow Creek, that I honestly renovate instantly. And yeah, I just wanted something nice to start with. Well, I hope you like sort of what I'm doing with the color scheme. I wanted to put some brick on. I think it makes it look a little bit more sophisticated. Here I am. I think I finally locked down a style and size for the outside. No, I'm wrong. I'm about to change this wall. Wait for it. Yeah. There we go. Here's me deciding I want to extend this roof out and trying to figure out how I'm going to do it. I think I went the really long way about getting this roof and these walls right. I didn't need to, but I get there. I promise I get there. Yeah, look at me deleting that bit, and then I'm going to put it straight back on. There we go. Yeah. Look, but I like how it ends up in the end, and the things I'm doing now make really nice nooks for the kitchen. And yeah, I find nooks for the kitchen in the starter homes is really useful, just because it keeps it out of the way, gives you plenty of room to put something else in, and you'll see I managed to fit a dining table with 4 chairs. Yeah, which is good for entertaining, depending on what career your Sims are in or how they feel about people. If it were me, I would not invite people over, because I am a loner. But your Sims may not be. I always love this area in Willow Creek. I think it's one of my favorites. Here you go. This is me putting the seasons windows in. I'll discover what I've done in a second and change it. But yeah, no, I love Willow Creek. I think it's it's one of my favorite worlds. I think they did it well. I think Oasis Springs looked worlds. I would say Willow Creek is probably my favorite. I think this is because I like the views. Like if you go to the really rich areas, it's just nice. It's just nice, guys. You know it, I know it. It's just nice. I think they did well to start off on this world. I mean, I'd say Winterberg maybe beats it in my books, but I build in Willow Creek all the time. Here we go. We're trying to pick some windows now. I've discovered my problem. I really like this color scheme, that dark red brick. I didn't know that was actually a base brick. Can someone tell me, was that from the update recently, like the stylist update? Because I don't remember it. Maybe I've just never used it before. Which amazes me because I love using brick. But I don't know, maybe I missed it. Yeah, let me know where that came from because I cannot remember. Speaking of updates, did anybody watch the live stream? I didn't because I'm in Australia and that was like at 5 a.m. and having a 1.5-year-old, I wasn't going to voluntarily get up and watch it as much as I wanted to, but I did watch a bit of it later. Yeah, so it's more holiday stuff. I mean, probably saw that coming. I mean, looks like there's a couple of nice things. I really like, if you've seen it, a kid's sweater. I don't think we have a sweater like that for kids, so I was pretty excited about that. Other than that, it's just, bits and pieces and, what you usually get for the free update. Nothing super exciting, but still nice. Yeah. Oh, except, what's the Yeti suit? Did you guys see the Yeti suit? Oh, I hate it. I mean, I just don't like those big suits to begin with, and I never ever use them. But, yeah. I mean, I'm wondering, was it from another pack and it just got kind of thrown in now? Was it meant to be in seasons or get famous, or maybe it's from something coming up and they couldn't actually find a reason to put it in properly and they've just dumped it in here? Like, it feels bizarre to me. The connection is just winter and Christmas, a Yeti. I mean, I get winter, but like a seasonal sort of thing, yes, but a festive thing, like a Christmas thing. I'm not sure. Anyway, yeah, let me know what you guys think. Here I am trying to figure out the kitchen. I think I moved this door. Yep, I moved that door, and I put that wall back again. Wow, it takes me a while to do this kitchen. Really sorry, guys, but I do end up making the kitchen over in those little nooks I said by the windows. The other two nooks if I stop swinging the camera around. And this little area we're in right now ends up being sort of a sitting area with a TV, and I think that works a lot better. Otherwise, that door heading into the bathroom is so crowded, and I just don't think it works. I mean, the galley kitchen's cute, but I think it's an easy go-to for a starter home, and I didn't want to do that because I find starter homes quite often end up being strange or cramped, or here we go. I'm trying to put a wall up, and that just closes it off and makes it feel old, and I wasn't going for an old feel. I was going for how, modern and nice can I get a base game starter that's very small. And yeah, I just wasn't doing it for me. So we're gonna move it all in a second. Here we are, lighting it up. Oh, it makes such a difference. What lights do you guys use as a base? I mean, those ones aren't super cheap, but I use them all the time. I think because they're just so bright, and by default they're like a white bright color rather than that horrible dark warm color that really doesn't light up a room. So you can see the colors. Love it. Here I am trying to do that again, but I discovered that all the spandrels in the base game are awful. None of them are modern, and I take those poles out in a second too because they're not modern either. On the outside of the house, that's one thing, but on the inside, it just ruins it for me. So here you can see we've got a like a more of a blue grayish theme with the white, and I'll absolutely change that soon. I don't know, I don't like it. It's too matchy with the counters. I was partially going for that, but in the end I was just like, oh, this room looks like it's just in a grayscale. It's just grey, blue, bleh. It's unhappy, and you want a small space. I think you want a small space to be cozy. And so the browns, I think, fix that a lot more. There we go, playing with the walls, changing white, not sure what to do, not liking what I'm doing, waiting to see when I change this. But yeah, you can see that I've got the kitchen in those nooks now. I tried to make an entryway. I think I take that wall down again, just to keep it open. I mean, you may as well have an open space if you've got a really small house. Ugh, you don't want to close it off anymore. Those rooms end up being just tiny, just absolutely tiny. Yeah, I'm playing with glass here, but I can't get the modern feel I want from that glass. And I think I sort of give up a little bit on some of the modern feel because it's very hard to do with a base game. You guys should try and let me know how you go. My handle on the gallery is just Tea Time Simmer, all one word, super easy. You can hashtag and you probably will find it in some of my other builds and things. So I'll be posting this up there and you guys can, at me, whatever. I'd love to see what you guys can do. Feel free to renovate this as well if you don't like the color scheme or want to add other packs and you like the size and the shape of the house. Just don't repost anything under your own name. That's all I would ask. But yeah, I think I'm really happy with how this turned out. I would definitely be happy to use this, and I'm really excited to see what I can do with the other packs. So coming up, I mean, I'm going to try and do it in order, but I'm not sure yet what I'm going to do with the stuff packs because they're a little bit useless. Yeah, I mean, what is coming up? Luxury party? Like, what am I supposed to do with that? Put awkward tablecloths on tables? Yeah, I'm not sure if it has enough, so I'm having a think of if I want to combine any stuff packs or if I want to skip the stuff packs or only use the stuff pack if I feel it really goes with another pack. For example, cats and dogs and my first pet stuff. Then again, I'm happy to completely miss the stuff packs. There might be a thing that less people have. There might be a thing that more people have. I don't know. Let me know what you guys would like. But I'll start working through. I want to work my way from old to new, just to sort of refresh our idea of what the old things can do. Because I think there's a lot of flexibility in them, and it's fun watching the progress of the quality of the work that the team comes up with. I think they're really improving. The textures, you can see it in the hair textures, the curly textures, just amazing. And having curly hair myself, I appreciate that. Because not everybody has dead straight or perfectly wavy hair. Yeah, I just love to see more and more updos myself. I love putting them on Sims for their sleep time, for their swim time, for their workout time. Put their hair up because, I mean, we do that in reality. We put our hair up for certain things. So having some hairs out and up and so on that really match each other, I think is, really useful for a sense of reality in The Sims. Which I don't know how much reality you can get in The Sims, but yeah, it's fun to try. It's fun to sort of test yourself in that way. Here you can see I've changed the color theme. It's now in this warm sort of theme. I've tried to make that couch orange. It wasn't going to happen. For some reason I thought the orange was looking really good with the brown walls. I could have been wrong. I'll admit that. Here we go. We've put the fridge in a little nook. I love doing this at the moment. Feel free to copy that technique if you haven't seen it before. I've seen other people do it. It's just a nice way to put your fridge aside and out of the way in a sort of realistic, purposeful way where the kitchen was actually, it feels like it was built, designed rather than just you throw your junk in. And that's what I've been saying I want with this house is I want it to feel a little bit designed. So if you've got a sim work sort of living in here, you don't feel like, I want to update it really as fast as I can. You have most of what you need, you have the room you need, and you can sort of stay here a little longer and be happier, which is sometimes really hard with a starter home. Yeah, I think I take a while to figure out this bedroom. I've put that rug down. This is the rug I stay with because I could not work it out with the other rugs. Now here's the thing I haven't actually done before, but I've seen people do. Those half counter shelves, what do you call them, from the kitchen stuff? lowered right down as side tables. I love that. I love that. I wanted to try and raise up some side lamps to put on them, but, well, we don't have enough money. We're working with 20,000. We're working with a single sim, not a pair. At a pair, I think you go up to 22,000. So if you put a couple in here, you've got another, what, maybe grand to play with in reality. Which, you know, you can add a few extra things if you like. But I designed it for a single sim. A single sim that looks like they've got their life together even if they don't have money. I think that's sort of what we're going for. Here we go. Here's me trying to fit, a table in. I think that's a table we stick with. Still got some glass, a little bit modern, clean white kitchen. And yeah, pretty happy with the interior. Here we go, moving outside, trying to get a bit more decoration in. As you can see, we've got 1,500 maybe still left. This was from the sort of Caribbean update that we got recently. That plant, I love it. I couldn't actually fit it in the end. I didn't feel like sizing things down, so I just put in some basic pot plants. But yeah, that update, man. Oh, I should have put a ceiling fan in. No, I didn't have money. Oh well, like I said, if you put a couple in, put a ceiling fan in. I feel like it would just suit that sitting area or the bedroom really well. Yeah, loving the things that have come with that update. Oh, on the fan, what do you think's gonna happen with that? Do you reckon they're gonna make that useful? For a start, that would be really lovely. But is that indicative of what's coming up? Do you think we're gonna get a tropical world? Oh, that would be so good. You know what I miss? Ocean swimming. Do you guys play Sims 3? I don't know, oh, how many years has Sims 4 been out now? I'm bad with numbers, so I'm not even gonna guess. I've been playing Sims for, what is it, nearly 19 years now? But yeah, Sims 3, swimming in the ocean was the best. Just walking down to that beach, that sort of casual feel of, my sim doesn't have a pool, but who cares? I live next to the beach. I'm a beach bum. I'm gonna wander down, have a swim. I loved it. I loved it. I wish they'd bring it back. I wish I could jump into these canals, although that's probably a new death they could bring in, because don't do that in real life. Don't. I'd love to have put more paintings up in this house. That's the best I could afford, that one. I sized it up so it actually filled up some of the wall, and I put a lamp in just to make it feel homely and decorated. Yeah, sort of the best I can do with the money. Here I am just sort of cleaning up the outside. Oh, extending that. That's probably where half my money went. And I'm about to do some terrain work. Just wanted to get, I think, a bit of interest. And you know what? We've got the terrain tools, so why not? Why not do it? Here we go. And yeah, there we go. I'm getting out the terrain tools. I just raise it up so, you know, some of the foundation is not so noticeable. A little bit like it was built on a little bit of a hill, evening it out. How are you guys finding the terrain tools? I'm loving them, but I'm not good at them yet because I haven't had enough time to build as much as I want. Would you guys like to see like a terrain build? I really want to do a terrain build where I kind of just go as crazy as I possibly can and make kind of a mess and see what actual house I can build on that. Though I have a feeling that will be an absolute nightmare to edit. But I'm willing to try. I'm willing to try and see what happens. Yeah, here I am putting some plants around. I think I try and put nicer plants in. If you guys haven't seen that trick, if you lower down the foundation, you can actually place plants that seem to want to pop up onto the foundation, down on the ground instead, flush with the terrain, because the foundation is no longer in the way. I actually find it harder to do now that they've changed the foundation. Like I lowered it down but realized it wasn't actually all the way down at the front, so I'm still having the problem. So you've just got to watch that, but that's a great trick. And here I am realizing I'm out of money and the stairs are gone. Now this was fun. I basically delete almost every plant. We keep 2 at the front because I wanted those steps wide, because I think that's more of an open modern feel, and that's what I wanted. And as soon as you get a little bit of cash, you can throw more plants in. It's not going to be a problem. Yeah, but I needed the steps like that. Here we are lighting up the front. No money to light up anything else. And I think we're just about done. So we've got some screenshots coming up for you guys. And you can tell me what you thought if you want me to keep going with the series. I probably will anyway, because I want to learn how to build starter homes better, because I've just been so awful at restricting that money in the past. And the style I create is usually a bit and empty. But I like what I've done with this. This is one of the best starters I've built so far, and hopefully I keep improving. Here we go. Got a bin, didn't forget the bin. Got a sink, didn't forget the sink. I'm winning guys. Anyway, if you like what you see, make sure to like and subscribe, and comment down below other things you want me to build, and yeah, enjoy the screenshots. I'll see you all next time. Bye!